Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Let's Get Real with Real Estate. Today, we're at 1012 East Broadway Street in Logansport, Indiana. We just had a price cut of $19,100, I believe that is, on July 17th. The price is currently at $1,099, and she is a beauty. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 3,161 square feet. That's a lot of house. Built in 1885. Isn't that exciting? 1885. Could you imagine? There could be ghosts in the house of witches, vampires, or just normal people. But aren't they just normal people? Or at least they were normal people. So here we are. We have original carriage barn, a grand entryway, open staircase, natural woodwork, hardwood floors. Discover endless possibilities in this historic residence located in Midtown neighborhood, just a stone's throw away from downtown shopping, dining, parks, and entertainment. This spacious home offers 4 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms, previously utilized as a duplex, so you'd have to make it back into a single family unless you wanted to rent out an apartment, and can easily be converted back to a single family home, which I would definitely want to do. Step inside to a grand entryway, open staircase, 12-foot ceilings, hardwood floors, and natural woodwork. 12-foot ceilings! Can you imagine the Christmas tree? The original carriage barn has been thoughtfully finished on the interior, previously serving as a beauty shop. Oh, that's cool, a beauty shop. I used to do hair. On the main level. The second level is plumbed for a kitchen and bathroom, offering a blank canvas for your vision. Don't miss your chance to explore this historic home and envision the possibilities. Property is being sold as is. They all are. It's been on the market for 39 days. If you're a hairdresser, you can move right in and start work and live there. How clever. 39 days on the market. You need to contact Jessica Shannon. There's the cell phone number at Modern Real Estate. Here's the MLS number. That's Jessica Shannon, Modern Real Estate. And here we have natural gas, forced air. There's no cooling, so you'll have to do air conditioning. How are they having a salon with no cooling? That must have been some sticky hair in the summertime. Okay, includes refrigerator, electric range. I don't see anything about a dishwasher. Gotta have a dishwasher. I don't like to wash dishes. 9-foot ceilings, but it said 12-foot ceilings in the description, and now it says 9-foot plus. Or some 9 and some 12. There's a discrepancy. Let's get it right. Hardwood carpet and laminate flooring. There's a full unfinished basement, so you'll need to check all that foundation. All that electric, plumbing, all that stuff, what you gotta do. I mean, it's $109,000. You know you gotta do something. I haven't looked at it, but you know you gotta do something. I would imagine. Maybe they did it all. On level 2, there's 2 stories. Chain link fence, which I do not like, but easy to replace. If you have several $1,000s laying around, unless it's a tiny yard. Because let me tell you something, folks. Putting up a fence around a yard is not cheap. And if it is cheap, it ain't good. Built in 1885. We love that. City water, city sewer. That's good. No subdivision. The taxes are $27.80 a year, but it is a big house. It was listed for sale in 2026 for $129, and they recently dropped it down to $109. So they're obviously negotiable and not being greedy, so make your best offer. You can probably get this house for a lot less than what you think. Now the property tax in 2025 were $16.90, and now they're $27.80. I think that was. That's quite a jump. So I would check into that because it looks like every year they keep jumping right on up there, and quite a bit too. So I don't know what's going on in that town, but I would get to the bottom of it if I was interested in living there. So we have a bike score, 53 out of 100. But you know what I say, you can bike around the house if you want to. A walk score 68, somewhat walkable. I would think 68 is more than somewhat walkable if your top level's 100, wouldn't you? So we have Columbia Elementary School, 4 out of 10, not good. This middle one is not applicable, so I don't know. Community High School gets a 3 out of 10. That's a horrible rating. You have got to do better for the children, and I will say it until you do it. So I'm not going to show you exactly what this looks like yet because I have seen the front of it. So I'm not going to show you the street view until later. Okay. Now, let's see our photographs. Ooh, ooh. You see that vampire in the window up there? Oh no, might be a ghost. Isn't that beautiful? That is gorgeous. I'd want to get that bricks checked because the bricks, I don't know what's going on, if it's been painted or what, but I don't know. You might want to, probably some outside work needs to be done here, but it's like Italian ornate, I would say. That is gorgeous, and it's in town, so that's great. You have a cute little front yard, not a lot to deal with. That's a beautiful big window for a Christmas tree. And look, you have a cute little window here and a cute little window here. Cute little window upstairs. I love this house. Nice walkway to the street. It needs some edging work, but they're keeping up the yard nicely. The bushes need trimming up a bit. I don't know what's going on inside. Now here we are with a lovely shot with some Photoshop work done to it. Don't you love it when they put those fake lights in the window when you come across a real estate ad? I hate it. I don't ever see a house that looks like that where every room has the same color light. We're not stupid. I mean, yes, it's a lovely photograph if you buy the house and you can say, oh, here's a lovely photograph of my house. Great. But what does it really look like? Well, over here's what it really looks like. So on the side, we have this lovely little porch area, but it looks like it might be, I don't know what that is on top of there. Just a vine maybe, but it's awfully heavy and needs to be taken down. I think this is the back of the house here, right here. So this must be the side porch. So there must be a door there. We've got a retaining wall here that looks like it's bowing out a little bit, so you'd want to have that checked. There's that fence that I hate. While you're fixing that bow out on that wall, maybe you could put a new fence in. And there's a house next door. I mean, it looks like you could reach out and touch it. But you can see how there is space between it, so that's fine. That's plenty of space between your house. Unless you like living out in the country spaces, and then so here's the backyard. The backyard is a lovely size. We have a fenced-in yard, so if you want to put a garden in, that would help keep the critters out. And if you didn't mind the chain link fence, then you could just put trees along the edge of the yard and make a nice privet that way, so you have some privacy in the backyard. I'm not sure what that pole is in the middle of the yard, but I have a feeling it might be a clothesline, or it was a clothesline at one time, but isn't that crazy? They put it right in the middle of the sidewalk. Well, let's just put the pole right in the middle of the sidewalk. Or maybe there was something buried here. I don't know. One time I looked at a house in New Jersey and the backyard was kind of like this, and they had buried a pool in the backyard, which turned out to be a disaster. Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. Wow. Wow. That's beautiful. We gotta see a bigger picture of this. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? Ah, that is beautiful. And that woodwork is in pristine condition. Look at that gorgeous floor. Oh, somebody buy this house. Even with the missing panels, I don't even care. This is beautiful. A fireplace there, paint the rooms. And I'm someone who doesn't like wood like this. I would want to paint everything white. But even in this house, I would not do that. I would keep this wood exactly as it is. Look at that molding. That is gorgeous. I would change that light. That's atrocious. Look at those beautiful windows. Oh my God. Could you imagine how much it would cost to do windows like that these days? That staircase. Oh my God. Could you imagine when your guests come over and they walk into that? They would be gobsmacked. Oh, look at those floors. Look how they're laid down. That is some real good craftsmanship right there. Oh, and you have floor to ceiling windows. That is gorgeous. You can have a Christmas tree in every window. Now, I will say I hate the hell out of that fireplace, but that's easy to fix because it looks like somebody else has already done something over it. So I would just do something different there. Oh, that is lovely. That's the living room. Looking into what's probably the dining room. That probably one of those goes into the kitchen, maybe. Look at that gorgeous staircase. Oh my God, the staircase alone is worth $100,000. Look at that archway. Oh, and that molding all the way up the stairs. That is a mansion. I do love an ornate, Italian ornate from the 1800s. They are gorgeous. Look at that floor. Oh my, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be screaming, but look at that floor. That is gorgeous. Can you imagine how much time that must have taken? Because when this house was built, that was all hand done. There were no mass production pieces. Oh my God, it's just beautiful. And look at the archways and this window here with the two windows above it. This is breathtaking. This is, I guess, the dining room. Oh, look, there's another fireplace back there. And I don't know what that is. It's a door. Maybe it's a bathroom or a closet. Oh my God, you could have a Christmas tree there 30 feet tall. That is gorgeous. And they put this raised sort of paneling wallpaper here, and I don't even hate that. The steps are in amazing condition. You get some rejuvenate and do all this wood. Oh my God, I want this house. Look at that work on the stair rail. Oh my goodness. Ah, look at that. Look at that detail. Oh my God, I'm sorry, but I'm so excited over the... Ah! Oh my God, I might learn to cook. Look at this kitchen. Oh my word, that is gorgeous. Those windows, that wood paneling. Oh, I don't even care about the ugly building across the street. That is incredible. Just incredible. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's an ugly refrigerator, but who cares? Who needs a refrigerator? So that's the kitchen. Now, I don't know what room this is. This might be upstairs. It's obviously a room, a bedroom type room. There's window here. This might be doors here. I'm not sure. It could be, but it's probably just windows. I guess that's a bedroom. Bathroom. I'd have to redo this because I hate it. But look at those gorgeous windows and all this beautiful woodwork. This is real wood on that wall. That's not some cheap crap from Home Depot. This is real. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. And the detail on the piping, look at that. They got everything just perfect. We have a standalone bathtub and shower, which is perfect. You can move right in and then do anything else you want to do. The bathroom is perfectly clean and updated. Here's another room that needs the painter's tape removed, I think. I'm not sure. Beautiful windows. That is gorgeous with that molding around the windows there. There's probably wood floor under this carpet. The rooms are huge. I think this is another bathroom with another huge window with a arched top. And this looks like a new inset bathtub, which is great. You have two bathrooms to choose from. Oh my goodness, this looks like a master bedroom to me. This floor is horrible, but it wouldn't take much to pull it up because I bet there's a gorgeous wood floor under there. Look at that gorgeous window. That might even be a door. That beautiful fireplace. I wouldn't change a thing on that fireplace. I would just clean it up and hopefully there's some tiles right there in the attic and put it back together. Look at those windows. That is beautiful. Oh, I don't know where this place is. I know it's in Indiana, but I don't know where, but I'm going to find out. Now, I wonder what this pole is for. Hmm, I don't know. So here's another room that's just as beautiful and has beautiful molding. Doesn't this piece of molding here kind of look like a door turned on its side? So we have a door here, which might go out to a porch. We have some ceiling damage, so might need some roof work. I don't know. Oh my lord, this molding is gorgeous. So here's like another kitchen, because remember they said it had been split up, but it looks like it would be very easy to put back together. Now here's what is probably known as the back stairway to get upstairs at night up and down, so you don't have to go through the front of the house. Older homes always had those, usually in the kitchen. So there is a stove. Here's another bedroom. I guess that's the garage. Oh my goodness, look, you have a garage and it has a hairstyling place in it. So that's where, is that what that says? Hair something heritage house where they cut hair. It was for hair cutting. So you could have a salon in there or rent it out and make money. And that's the back of your yard. So you have a door that goes into there or a door from the street. And who knows what's up there. And there's stairs that come down. This is quite a deal. So that's your garage area, and there's another little building back there. I don't know what that is. So that's been made into a hair salon, but I don't know if anybody's in there. If it is, you've already got tenants renting. But it looks like, oh, that's the pole. So you'd have two buildings to take care of. You need to remember that. And so here's where what's in that building. So they've completely renovated it. This was the hair salon, I think was. What a great space if you need a studio or a workspace. It's already there. It's already built out. Oh my goodness. Look, this is probably upstairs. How perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Well, I'm going to let you see that floor plan just a little bit longer. First floor is here. Second floor is here. This is the basement. We haven't seen a basement. First floor and the basement. So on the first floor we have this. Those rooms are huge. What a great house. Somebody has to buy this house. We need to see this house closer. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Wow. Wow. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's all I can keep saying is wow. This house has really wowed me over. And it might have been split up into apartments, but I don't think that really is going to be that difficult to return back to normal. And it may be that you don't even have to because you could use this to your advantage if it's upstairs. You know what I mean? There looks like some ceiling damage there. We couldn't see the roof, but to have all that comes with it and then have a place to work too that's already renovated but still kept its old architecture, that's incredible. And you could probably rent that out to some hairdressers in town. You know, just be fair to them. And if you get good people, don't raise the rent on them all the damn time and they'll stay and everything will be great. You know, pay your mortgage or what, $100,000, you probably won't even have a mortgage. I mean, that window alone is $100,000. I mean, maybe you even need plumbing, but I'm sure they've done some plumbing. That's why the taxes went up. They did a lot of work. And even at that, the taxes aren't that much because look how huge this house is. I mean, this is gorgeous. I can just see myself in here bouncing off the walls all alone. I mean, yeah, it needs work, but it's a house you can live in and work on, even with what it needs on the outside. It's not falling down anytime soon because she's been there since 1885. And what a gorgeous house she is. So now let's look at this little town here. It's 86 degrees in Logansport, Indiana today. They have a population of a little over 18,000. Let's see where we are. We're right here in Logansport. So what we need to do is just click here. Let's look at our street view. Okay, so you're on a corner lot. I think we knew that. There's the house next door. There's no house next door to that one. Too bad you weren't there and have that big lot too. There might have used to been a house there. Because there is some steps. There used to be a house there. Poor thing. Wonder what happened to her. So it looks like it could be on a busy road. The houses across from you are kept up really well. So it looks like it's in a good neighborhood that you would enjoy being in. Looks like you can make friends, but it's not the kind of place for people to be into your business. Let's go down the side road. And it's a one-way, so you only got one-way traffic. Oh, this is interesting that they have this off-street parking here, I guess. Because I was thinking, where would you park? That would be the only thing I would be concerned about is where would you park. But obviously it's been rated for residential or commercial because there's a hair salon there. So you could certainly park in your yard if you wanted to. Somewhere in the back there, I would think. It won't let me go around there, but I'm not giving up. That's really odd that it won't let me go down that street. Because I wanted to see what was in the back. So here we are, right here. She is in the middle. And right here we are on Google Maps. I'm going to keep my pointer on it so we can see how far we have to go before we recognize something. Fort Wayne, Indiana is over here. Grissom Joint Air Reserve is here. So we're in Indiana. And there's Chicago up here. So you're down here in Logansport, not that far from Chicago if you wanted to go there for the day or the weekend. We have Lake Erie over here. Illinois over here, of course. Pittsburgh's way over here. Here's all our Great Lakes. Lake Michigan's right here. Indiana's here. For those of you who don't know your geography, here is Indiana. And you're like right in here, not too far from Chicago. So that would be a nice weekend trip. So if anybody goes to look at this gorgeous house, let me know. I really want this house. $109,000. If I had $100,000, I would offer him $100,000, even with everything I know it needs. The architecture in this house is worth $1 million. I mean, it's just beautiful. And maybe the town's not great. I don't know, but who cares? Let's see what's going on in that little town. Okay, here's our diversity chart. We have 57% white, 35% Hispanic, 2 or more races, 5% black, 1.8% Asian, 1.2 other races, and American Indian. So there we have that breakdown there. Here's our crime. Let's see what's going on with the crime. Now we only have 2025, so we had 0 murders. We had 3 rapes. Oh, that's bad. A lot of times domestic things and horrible crimes like that, people know people sometimes in smaller places like that. I've actually looked at homes and called police departments before and asked them about certain addresses because I looked at it on a crime map. Because if you look at those crime maps, like Crime Spot and stuff, they will scare you to death. And I had a really nice conversation with a policeman one time about a neighborhood. He said, "Don't let that bother you." He said, "A lot of this crime is like people that know each other." We had 0 robberies. That's incredible. 11 assaults. That's people that know each other or just want to slap shit out of one another. 21 burglaries. 149 thefts. 6 auto thefts. 1 arson. That's not a bad crime rate at all because that town's got about 20,000 people in it. And it's not a teeny tiny town. Certainly not like the one I grew up at. So, it has everything you need, I'm sure. Let's go over here. Where's the... They put so much stuff. Here's the marital chart if anybody has any interest in that. Here's the political graphs, which they repeat the same thing on both the graphs. I guess they assume some people might can read a bar graph but not a pie chart. I don't know how they would figure that, but here is our how we stacked up in the elections. 2020, 2016, 2012. What was that? 2008. All the way back to 1996 and then back up to 2024. Okay, so we have all the religions represented. We have all the stores, 8 grocery stores. One convenience store doesn't have gas, but all the other 13 do. Full service restaurants, 21. I don't care how long someone sleeps at night, and I don't think anyone else either does. But thanks for the data. Here's some of the things that you'll find in Logansport. Audi, AT&T, Long John Silver's, McDonald's, Applebee's, Arby's, Burger King, all the restaurants that have the fat food. Then you can run on over to Curves and exercise it off. They can't possibly have 2 Sears stores because I don't think Sears even exist anymore. I wonder if they have a Kmart because they don't exist either. So they have all these lists of stores here that you can run through and see what they have there. Okay, and here's one of my favorite things. The most common first names in Logansport, Indiana among deceased individuals. I don't know why this would be any interest to anyone, but apparently it is to me. Just because I think it's the oddest thing to put on here. So here's the list of first names of dead people. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that word, but it's deceased individuals' names, most popular names. And here's the most popular last names. Do you guys have any of those names? Are you William Williams? Most commonly used heating fuel is gas. So imagine that's natural gas, so that's really great for cooking and heating and hot water. And so there we are for Logansport, Indiana. So if anybody goes and sees it, tell us what you find. If you buy it, I want to move in with you just so I can look at that gorgeous architecture all day long. So until the next episode, I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, evening, or day, wherever you are on the planet. And keep on keeping on. We'll see you next time on Let's Get Real with Real Estate.